Hello, everyone. Great to see you here. I saw you guys exercising from behind backstage. Looked great. You look ready for a session on robotics. My name is Erik Solem. I am the CEO and co-founder of Staer. I'm very excited to be back here at Slush after spending a few years in the corporate world at Meta. My background, I had a short academic career. I built and scaled companies and sold them to Apple and Meta. I'm angel investing and supporting Nordic founders when I'm not in the trenches building Staer. All right, so filmmaker and director Ridley Scott released the movie Prometheus in 2012. In the movie, he included a tunnel mapping scene where the crew that's sort of exploring an alien structure releases flying robots into a tunnel, maps it out, and the captain back at the Prometheus goes over, looks at the display, leans in and says, "I'll be damned." He included this movie not only to create this scene in the movie, not only to create suspense for what was going to happen as these guys were going down the tunnel, he also wanted to show plausible near-future technology in the movie, something that would be not too far from reality. And in the decade after that movie, we got cars, self-driving cars that were driving around and creating maps automatically. We got consumer-grade VR headsets that map their rooms automatically in the background when the users are playing games and killing dragons. So we solved the problem, right? It's done. And in fact, you can create, just like in the movies, you can create these 3D maps automatically with semantics. This is the Staer software stack running on 4 different types of robots. It's a lawnmower, an agriculture robot, a warehouse robot, and then it's actually my co-founder simulating a humanoid, because we don't have one yet in the lower left. So from this, you can so you see the robots recognize objects, they move around, and you can create a representation like this one, which is a 3D voxel grid with labels on it, everything automatically created. The locations of all the objects that were detected in those frames are positioned and labeled on this map. It changes and updates continuously. Every time there's a new observation that disagrees with what the map says, it updates. The object was moved, there's new available floor area to move on, etc. All of this happens continuously, seamlessly. But this is not how the world of mobile robots work today. If you look at the status 2025 of the autonomous mobile robot space, deployments of mobile robots is incredibly inefficient. It takes weeks, it takes lots of manual scanning. The maps that are used to navigate robots are very simple. They can't handle changes, they drift from reality. Coordination in the fleet is poor. Many manufacturers today, even when you put two robots in the same site, they can't communicate and coordinate with each other. And the perception stack is pretty immature compared to what you see in other verticals. But there is hope, there is momentum. The market forces are here, pushing us. There's things like labor shortages, cost of labor, increased efficiency on operational efficiency. People want their deliveries faster, for example. The capabilities on the AI side are now at a point where we can solve many of the problems that weren't solvable just a few years ago. The hardware is getting much, much better very quickly and cheaper at the same time. So by introducing just a simple software layer into your robotics stack, you can reduce the deployment time, you can increase safety, you can increase the throughput, and you can increase the robot-to-human ratio and have fewer humans babysitting the setup you have. And so here's how we at Staer see the future of autonomous mobile robotic systems. So this 3D map of the world that contains all of the events, all of the objects, all of the history of tasks that have happened in this physical space over time. It's logged in this representation, and we make it accessible and queryable from LLMs, from agentic systems, from apps that want to connect to it. And then we can go all the way directly into whatever systems that customers have. The reason for them deploying robots is to solve some kind of task, right? They want to introduce automation. But there are so many layers in between that I don't think you're going to need in the future. You can translate automatic, just like you can translate when you're writing code against your GitHub repositories. You can tell Claude Code or you can tell ChatGPT or Cursor what you want to achieve without sort of the middle steps. And I think the same thing is going to happen for physical AI, for physical robots out in the world. We're going to program against them just like we program against our code base today. And so the future of autonomous mobile robots is going to be pretty soon, 1, 2, 3 years from now, mixed vendors, mixed form factor in the same physical location. There's currently no solution out there today that allows you to coordinate all of these robots in one common map and increase efficiency. That's what we're bringing with Staer. We're a team of serial entrepreneurs. We've built and scaled companies in the past. We're well-funded. Some of our lovely investors are in this crowd today, right now. And we're moving fast. So join us, or if you're building or buying in the robotics space, come talk to us. Thank you very much.